Sister wives shock, arrest warrant issued against Kody Brown for non-payment of bank loan. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia, and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. In a turn of events that has left fans of Sister wives reeling, reports have surfaced that an arrest warrant has been issued against Kody Brown, the controversial patriarch of the polygamous Brown family, according to insiders close to the Brown family and legal documents obtained by Daily Gossip News Update. The warrant stems from Kody's alleged failure to repay a sizable bank loan tied to multiple properties in Flagstaff, Arizona, and the infamous Coyote Pass land. While Kody has always prided himself on being the provider for his sprawling family, this latest scandal paints a very different picture: a man overwhelmed, isolated, and drowning in debt with no wives left to rescue him. The bank loan that sparked the fire. Sources confirmed that Kody Brown had taken out a $750,000 bank loan in 2022 under his name and with partial collateral provided by Robyn Brown, his only remaining spiritual wife. The loan was allegedly secured to cover ballooning expenses from the failed construction plans for multiple homes on Coyote Pass, ongoing legal fees related to custody disputes and property division with his ex-wives, Robyn's extravagant spending and upkeep of their luxury Flagstaff home, unpaid taxes dating back to their time in Las Vegas. Despite being warned multiple times about missed payments, Kody allegedly refused to cooperate with the bank, insisting that the loan was unjust and that God will provide. According to court documents, Kody defaulted on the loan in mid-2024. The bank, after months of negotiation attempts, filed a formal lawsuit and demanded payment in full. When Kody missed his court appearance in June 2025, a judge had no choice but to issue a bench warrant for his arrest. Robyn in tears, "We didn't deserve this." Robyn Brown was reportedly devastated upon hearing the news. A close friend of Robyn's, who wished to remain anonymous, revealed to Daily Gossip that Robyn has been begging Kody to take responsibility and even offered to sell her wedding ring and furniture to cover the loan. Greater than she was sobbing uncontrollably, the source said, "She told me we didn't deserve this." Kody said he had everything under control. This same source also claims that Robyn has been sleeping in a separate room from Kody for the past month, allegedly. Furious over how his poor financial planning has now put her name and home at risk, Janelle reacts, "This was always coming." Meanwhile, Janelle Brown, who left Kody in late 2022 but remained tangled in financial obligations due to joint investments, had no sympathy for her ex-husband's plight. "This was always coming," Janelle reportedly told her adult children in a family group chat. "He thought he was smarter than everyone, he played with fire, and now he's getting burned." Fans will remember that Janelle had invested heavily in Coyote Pass and even lived in an RV on the land at one point. She has since walked away with nothing but her dignity and a deep bitterness for Kody's choices, according to Janelle. Kody had gaslight her into agreeing to several financial decisions that made her liable without receiving any return. She now plans to sue Kody separately for misrepresentation and emotional distress. Mary Brown speaks out, "Let him face the consequences." Mary, who officially ended her spiritual marriage with Kody in early 2023, took to social media to post a cryptic but pointed message: "We all have to face the consequences of our choices. Some come sooner, some come louder." While Mary didn't name Kody directly, fans instantly connected the dots. During the season 18 tell-all, Mary had revealed that Kody manipulated her for years, both emotionally and financially. She had invested in family businesses and properties she no longer had access to. According to insiders, Mary has refused to answer Kody's calls since the arrest warrant went public. Christine and David were not surprised. Perhaps the most vocal critic of Kody's financial irresponsibility has been Christine Brown, who has fully moved on with her new husband, David Woolley. The couple now lives happily in Utah and have become fan favorites for their positive energy and transparency. When asked for comment outside a local Utah coffee shop, David chuckled and said, "We're not surprised. The man never learned how to manage anything: money, relationships, or land." Christine added, "I just feel sorry for the kids who still have to deal with the mess he left behind." The kids caught in the crossfire. The children of the Brown family have been deeply impacted by their father's ongoing drama. While some remain supportive, many have cut off communication with him altogether. Gwendolyn Brown posted a TikTok video that simply said, "Karma's a bleep," which quickly went viral. Hunter and Logan, Janelle's older sons, have reportedly refused to be dragged into the legal mess and want nothing to do with their father's finances. Aurora and Dayton, Robyn's oldest kids, have been said to be devastated and embarrassed at school and social events. 1. Heartbreaking report claims that Kody's youngest children are confused and anxious, with Solomon asking if his dad is going to jail. The legal process. What's next for Kody? Legal experts say that the bench warrant does not necessarily mean jail time yet. It simply means that law enforcement is authorized to detain Kody. If he does not voluntarily appear in court, if arrested, Kody would likely face a mandatory court appearance under custody, potential civil penalties, or even criminal contempt charges. If he continues to ignore the court, a lien against any remaining assets, including the Flagstaff home and Coyote Pass, a public auction of his properties, including vehicles and collectibles. An investigation into whether he fraudulently transferred assets to avoid paying his debt. This latest twist leaves the producers of Sister Wives in a difficult position. The show, which has documented the Browns for over a decade, is currently in production for season 19. It's unclear whether TLC will address Kody's legal situation on air, however. Multiple crew members suggest that producers are in a frenzy, scrambling to get legal clearance to feature this saga in the upcoming episodes. "This is real-life drama bigger than anything we've ever aired," said one anonymous producer. "But it's also sensitive and we have to be careful. There are kids involved." Fans are furious, but not shocked. Social media has exploded with reactions from longtime fans of the show. The majority of commenters feel vindicated, as many had suspected Kody's finances were in shambles for years. Top Reddit comments include, "Kody was always playing with Monopoly money. This was inevitable. I feel bad for the kids, not him. Robyn's tears don't move me anymore. She wanted to be the queen, now let her wear the crown of debt." TikTokers have already started trending with the hashtag #KODY in debt, while Instagram meme pages are reposting clips of Kody boasting about being the head of the household now. Juxtaposed with mugshot-style edits, Robyn's breaking point? Perhaps the most unpredictable piece of the puzzle is Robyn herself. Sources close to her say she has threatened to leave Kody unless he clears his name and his debt. One source even claims Robyn has already met with a divorce lawyer, though this remains unconfirmed. She's tired, she's scared, and for once, she doesn't believe he can fix this. Fans wonder if this arrest warrant will finally push Robyn to admit what the rest of the family realized long ago: Kody Brown is no longer a safe bet. The arrest warrant is more than just a legal issue. It symbolizes the collapse of Kody Brown's carefully curated image as the confident, in-control patriarch of a once united plural family. Once a man with 4 wives, a dozen homes, and cameras chronicling his every move, Kody now finds himself alone, broke, and one knock away from handcuffs. Only time will tell whether he will finally face his consequences, or attempt, once again, to spin the narrative in his favor. But one thing is clear: the world is watching and the walls are closing in. Sister Wives bombshell: Robyn refuses to stand by Kody in crisis. She only wanted his money, claims insider. In a shocking twist that has rocked fans of Sister Wives, sources close to the Brown family confirm that Robyn Brown has abandoned Kody Brown during his most desperate hour, leaving him devastated, confused, and reportedly suicidal. The woman he once called his soulmate and last loyal wife is now turning her back on him. And according to multiple insiders, her loyalty may have never been real in the first place. The reason? Money rumors have long swirled that Robyn's devotion to Kody was based less on love and more on financial stability. And now, as Kody faces mounting debt, a possible arrest warrant, and the complete collapse of his empire, Robyn is nowhere to be found. She's pulling away, one family source revealed. And she's not even pretending to care anymore. It's like now that the money's gone, so is she. Once hailed as Kody's favorite wife, the one who understood him when the others didn't, Robyn Brown spent over a decade being framed by both Kody and the TLC show as the obedient, patient, and loving wife who held the family together. But behind the scenes, multiple insiders paint a far different picture. According to a former TLC production assistant, Robyn was always more interested in the financial benefits of polygamy than in the shared responsibilities or emotional labor. She came into the family with debt, the source said. Kody helped pay that off. Then suddenly she's in a big house with designer clothes and an online boutique that never really functioned, but she kept getting more and more. Fast forward to 2025, and Kody's financial empire is crumbling. The infamous Coyote Pass land remains undeveloped. The family business is shut down. TLC reportedly cut Kody's pay due to low ratings, and most of his children are estranged from him. Now, as Kody faces lawsuits, possible foreclosure, and public humiliation, Robyn has reportedly checked out emotionally and financially. Janelle Brown, who left Kody in 2022 after decades of emotional neglect, has been openly critical of Robyn's role in the family for years. But in a recent off-camera interview obtained by Daily Gossip, Janelle didn't hold back. Robyn was never in this for the family, Janelle said. She was in it for the perks, the house, the money, the attention. Kody let her manipulate him, and now he's paying the price literally, according to Janelle. Robyn often lobbied Kody to spend family funds on her children, her home, and her personal expenses even when it meant shortchanging the other wives and their kids. She always cried poor, but she always had the nicest things, Janelle added. Now that there's nothing left to take, she's vanishing. Kody Brown, who left Kody and found happiness with her new husband David Woolley, echoed Janelle's sentiments. She told fans during a recent Instagram Q&A that Robyn's sudden withdrawal from Kody's crisis didn't surprise her one bit. Greater than I knew this would happen. I told Kody years ago that he was setting himself up for heartbreak. He chose Robyn and ignored the rest of us. Now she's showing her true colors. Kody also confirmed that Robyn has been completely silent in the family group chat, even as legal threats and financial emergencies unfold. She doesn't ask about the kids, she doesn't offer support. It's like she's hiding, Kody added. Mary Brown, the first wife who was emotionally abandoned by Kody long before their official separation, has remained mostly silent on the Robyn situation until now. On her Instagram stories, Mary posted a cryptic quote, "A crown built on lies will fall the fastest." Fans were quick to assume it was aimed at Robyn, who once claimed she just wanted sisterhood and peace, but ultimately became the last wife standing and now, apparently, walking away. Inside sources say that Kody is in denial about Robyn's emotional detachment. One close friend claims Kody still refers to her as his rock, even though she now spends most of her time in her room or with her children, avoiding him entirely. Greater than he tells people, Robyn is just overwhelmed, the source said, but the truth is she's pulling away. She sees he's drowning and she doesn't want to go down with him. As the pressure mounts, court dates, unpaid debts, and the risk of jail, Kody is said to be spiraling. His once grand vision of being the proud patriarch of a united plural family is now a haunting memory, with no wives by his side and no financial cushion to fall back on. He keeps asking, "How did this happen?" the source added, but everyone around him knows Robyn happened. One of the most damning pieces of this unfolding drama is the financial trail left behind. Public records show that Robyn's Flagstaff home is still fully in her name, and that she has transferred small assets into a personal trust over the past 6 months. This has raised serious questions among fans and legal experts alike. Is Robyn trying to shield her wealth from Kody's creditors? Is she preparing for a secret separation or legal battle? She's not stupid, one legal consultant said. If she thinks Kody's name will be dragged through court and bankruptcy, she's probably doing what she can to protect her share, what she believes she's owed. Perhaps the most heartbreaking fallout is the toll this is taking on Robyn and Kody's younger children. Solomon and Ariella, the couple's biological kids, are reportedly confused and frightened. A friend close to the family said that Solomon recently asked Robyn if they were going to be homeless and whether Kody would go to jail. They're scared, the source said. They hear their parents fighting, they see boxes being packed, they're not dumb. Even Aurora and Dayton, Robyn's older children from a previous marriage, are reportedly pulling away from Kody, choosing instead to spend time with their mother or out-of-town relatives. Across Reddit, TikTok, and Instagram, Sister Wives fans have had a field day with the news of Robyn's apparent abandonment of Kody. Hashtags like #GoldDiggerRobyn, #KODYAlone, and #SisterWivesJustice are trending. Once again, fan comments include, "Robyn manipulated the entire family. Now that the ATM is broken, she's out. This is karma, Kody, you chose her. And she chose your bank account. Can't wait for the tell-all. I hope Sukanya drags her this time." Even longtime Robyn sympathizers are having a change of heart, pointing out the glaring lack of support she's shown Kody when he needed it most. Several outlets are reporting that Robyn has been meeting privately with a lawyer, although no official separation papers have been filed. One Flagstaff neighbor told Daily Gossip that Robyn was seen tearing up in her car outside a legal office, clutching a folder that may have contained financial statements or legal documents. She looked lost, not angry, just scared, the neighbor said, like she knew something big was about to happen. As always, fans are eagerly waiting to see if Sister Wives Season 19 will reveal this bombshell split in full. Producers are reportedly pushing Robyn to go on camera and address her fading support for Kody, but so far, she has resisted. Greater than she's scared of the backlash, a production member said. She knows how bad this looks, but insiders say TLC is committed to documenting Kody's unraveling, and that his breakdown over Robyn's betrayal may become the emotional climax of the season. It's like the final act of a Greek tragedy, one executive producer said. He lost everyone and now, even his last love is walking away. Kody Brown once believed that choosing Robyn over his other wives was a romantic victory, a declaration of true love, but as the dust settles, it seems clear that choice cost him everything. The family is shattered, the properties are unpaid, the legacy is tarnished, and now, the one person he trusted most is quietly disappearing step by step into the background. Was it love? Was it manipulation? Or was it, as Janelle warned, always about money as season 19 approaches? Fans will soon find out the final answer. But one thing is already clear, Kody is alone and Robyn is done pretending. Sister wives shocker, Janelle and Meri join forces to buy land together. We're building a life without Kody. In a twist that no one saw coming. Janelle Brown and Meri Brown, two of Kody Brown's ex-wives, have reportedly joined forces to buy land together in southern Utah, marking a bold new chapter in their post-Kody lives. Once viewed as distant and even adversarial during their time in the Brown family's plural marriage, the two women are now business partners, landowners and possibly co-developers of a visionary retreat center aimed at healing, empowerment, and sisterhood. Multiple sources close to both women confirm that the deal is already underway. The 10-acre property, located just outside St. George, Utah, features open desert views, mountain backdrops and water access, and was quietly purchased under a newly formed LLC registered by both Meri and Janelle. Greater than they're done waiting for anyone's permission, said a family insider. They're not looking back. This is about independence, legacy, and building something that has nothing to do with Kody Brown. For years, fans watched Janelle and Meri struggle not only with Kody's favoritism, especially toward Robyn, but also with each other. Their relationship was often marked by awkward tension, emotional distance, and even outright arguments. But since officially leaving Kody, both women have undergone a major personal transformation. Janelle has become a symbol of self-reliance and practical wisdom, often praised for her love of nature, minimalism, and deep connection to her adult children. Meri, meanwhile, has turned her focus to emotional healing, entrepreneurship, and solo travel, frequently sharing inspirational quotes and videos with her online followers. In recent months, fans noticed the two women appearing together more often, sharing meals, filming friendly TikToks, and even vacationing together. Greater than we're not the same women we were 5 years ago, Janelle said in a recent podcast appearance. When you leave a toxic situation, you start to realize who your true allies are. Meri echoed the sentiment in an Instagram live. Janelle and I have been through so much, and now we're finding peace in just starting over together. According to property records obtained by Daily Gossip News Update, Meri and Janelle have co-signed a purchase agreement on a 10-acre parcel of land located off a scenic byway just 15 miles from St. George. The parcel is zoned for both residential and agricultural use and includes a natural spring, mature trees, and even remnants of a historic farmhouse foundation. The land was purchased for approximately $410,000, reportedly funded through a combination of Janelle's savings, Meri's income from her bed and breakfast business in Utah, and a personal loan taken jointly. The LLC under which the land was purchased is registered as Her Sage Retreats, LLC, a name that appears to signal a larger vision for the land. Greater than they're not just building homes, said a source close to the deal. They're creating something meaningful, a place for healing, growth, and independence. According to one business insider and friend of Meri's, the two women plan to develop eco-conscious cottages, a community garden, and a wellness center on the property. They're envisioning something that blends the serenity of nature with the power of female empowerment, the source shared. They want it to be a place where women, especially those recovering from toxic relationships, can come and reconnect with themselves. Plans may include tiny homes and cabins for long or short-term retreats, workshops on healing from narcissistic abuse and polygamy, trauma, events around self-reliance, spirituality, and clean living. Off-grid technology, including solar panels and water purification system, shores therapy, and organic farming. While neither Janelle nor Meri has publicly confirmed the specifics, cryptic social media posts hint at the project. Janelle: the earth has always been where I feel closest to truth. Meri: building something from the ground up, brick by brick, soul by soul. Why would two women, once caught in the emotional whirlwind of Kody Brown's dysfunctional spiritual marriages, choose to build something together now? According to family therapist Dr. Linda Marsh, who has followed the Brown family saga from a clinical perspective, it's a natural progression of their post-Kody identity. They were conditioned to view each other as rivals because of the polygamist structure. Marsh explained, now that the patriarch is no longer a factor, they're rediscovering each other not as competition but as survivors. There's a deep emotional bond and shared recovery. In many ways, this land deal represents reclamation. They're taking back not just their time but their narrative. And they're doing it on land not unlike the infamous Coyote Pass, only this time Kody has nothing to do with it. Multiple insiders confirmed that Kody Brown was blindsided by the news of the land deal. He thought they were both struggling financially, said one source close to him. He had no idea they were planning something this big, especially together, according to reports. Kody is furious and believes they are trying to spite him. In a private message to one of his older children, Kody allegedly said, "They're trying to build their own kingdom, but I'm still the one who brought them together. That land is cursed if it's built on betrayal." The irony is not lost on fans. Kody's failure to develop Coyote Pass, a dream that caused years of tension and heartbreak, has now been replaced by Janelle and Meri, creating something real and tangible without him. Robyn, Kody's only remaining wife spiritually, has not commented publicly, but sources claim she's extremely disturbed by Meri and Janelle's alliance. "She always thought they were beneath her," said a family source. "Now they're out here buying land and empowering women, while she's stuck in that Flagstaff house watching it all fall apart." Rumors suggest that Robyn is pressuring Kody to publicly denounce the project, but he has yet to do so, possibly because he knows it would only make Janelle and Meri's new life more appealing to fans. If there's one group that's entirely behind this new venture, it's the Brown children. Logan, Madison, and Hunter have all liked and commented supportively on Janelle's vague posts about new beginnings. Leon Brown has reposted Meri's retreat-themed content with heart emojis and the caption, "Proud of my mama." Mykelti Padron, Christine's daughter, commented, "This is amazing. Let me know when the first women's circle is. I'm there." It's clear that the children, most of whom have had complicated relationships with Kody, see this as a healthy and empowering move. They've seen their moms broken, said a friend close to Madison. Now they're watching them build something new. It's healing for everyone. Although Christine Brown is not directly involved in the land purchase, sources say she's thrilled for her former sister wives, greater than she's cheering them on from Utah, said one insider. She's even offered to help promote the retreat once it's open. She sees this as a revolution, not revenge. There's even speculation that Christine may host events at the retreat, particularly around narcissistic abuse recovery, motherhood, and spirituality. Fans are already wondering if this massive life change will be included in the upcoming season 19 of Sister Wives. According to a TLC production source, cameras have already filmed interviews and planning meetings between Meri and Janelle at the land site. "It's the most hopeful storyline we've had in years," the source said. "Fans are going to love watching them plant something literally and figuratively that has nothing to do with Kody." There's also talk of a spin-off series in development focused entirely on Janelle and Meri's new life, tentatively titled Second Wives, First Lives. In a heartfelt joint video recently posted to Meri's Instagram, she and Janelle sit together on a log surrounded by trees and desert light, laughing and smiling. Janelle, "This isn't the end of our story, it's the start of our real lives." Meri, "No drama, no hierarchy, just healing and hard work." The video ends with a simple but powerful message: "We're building more than cabins. We're building freedom." For years, Sister Wives showed us women who waited for homes to be built, for apologies to be given, for a man to finally choose them. But not anymore. Meri and Janelle are no longer standing in the shadow of Kody Brown. They're no longer rivals trapped in a patriarchal script. They're partners, visionaries, and landowners, proving that sometimes the real love story begins after the wedding ends. As they break new ground in the red earth of Utah, they're also planting seeds for something much bigger, a new kind of sisterhood. Christine Brown exposes Kody Brown. He's completely unfit as a father in an emotionally charged interview that has sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives fanbase. Christine Brown is finally pulling back the curtain on Kody Brown's behavior as a father, and what she reveals is nothing short of devastating. While longtime viewers of the TLC series have watched the slow erosion of the plural Brown family over the years, this is the first time Christine has laid out, in her own words, why she believes Kody is completely unfit to parent their children. "He's not a leader. He's not present. He's not capable of empathy," Christine said through tears. "A father is supposed to be a safe place. My kids never had that with him. This isn't just a bitter ex-wife airing grievances. This is a mother's cry for justice." A bold statement from a woman who tried for decades to hold a broken family together and finally found the courage to leave for the sake of her children. Christine Brown entered the Brown family as Kody's third wife in 1994, when the polygamist lifestyle was still a secret to the world. Over the years, she bore 6 children: Aspen, Mykelti, Peden, Gwendolyn, Isabel, and Truly Ann became known to fans as the nurturing, upbeat, and deeply faithful sister wife. But behind her ever-present smile, Christine was privately struggling with neglect, emotional abandonment, and frustration. Kody, she says, rarely parented their children, was absent during key milestones, and prioritized control over connection. Greater than I was a single mom inside a plural marriage. She confessed, he'd show up with a camera crew or for birthdays. That was it. He wasn't doing homework with them, he wasn't comforting them at night. When she finally left Kody in 2021 and moved to Utah with her youngest daughter Truly, many fans applauded her bravery. But now, in this new interview, Christine is going deeper and darker about what life was really like inside the Brown family home. One of Christine's most heartbreaking revelations centers on Kody's selective involvement with their children. According to her, Kody was only actively present when the cameras were rolling. He parented for show, Christine explained, when the producers were around. Suddenly he cared about birthdays, about family meetings, about school stuff. The minute they were gone, so was he. She claims that Peden, her only son with Kody, once asked, "Is Dad going to film today? Maybe he'll hug me." The moment, she says, broke her heart. Christine details how Kody would go weeks, sometimes months, without calling, checking in, or visiting the kids who didn't live with Robyn. "We lived 5 minutes apart in Flagstaff," she said, 5 minutes, and still he'd say he was too busy to stop by. Perhaps the most consistent theme of Christine's criticism is Kody's blatant favoritism toward Robyn's children. While she doesn't blame Robyn's kids, they didn't choose this, Christine says Kody made it clear, through both words and actions, that his loyalty belonged only to Robyn's household. "He stopped trying with the rest of us, we weren't important anymore," Christine said. "It was like my kids were leftovers." Christine alleges that Kody attended every school event for Robyn's kids, but missed Isabel's scoliosis surgery consultation. He brought gifts and treats to Robyn's house but forgot holidays at hers. He told Christine's children to their faces that he didn't feel safe around them due to disrespect, even though, as Christine argues, the disrespect was born of hurt and abandonment. Greater than they didn't feel heard, they didn't feel seen. They were hurt, and instead of leaning in, he retreated further. Fans will remember the 2020 controversy when Kody refused to travel with Isabel to New Jersey for her life-altering spinal surgery, citing COVID-19 concerns and claiming he had to stay near Robyn and her kids. Christine says that moment was the final straw in her heart. She was terrified. She needed her father, she needed him to hold her hand, and he wouldn't come. He told her to tough it out. "I'll never forgive that." Christine reveals that Isabel cried for hours after Kody made his decision. The rejection, she says, left emotional scars that her daughter is still recovering from. "I had to be mom and dad. I had to comfort her while she mourned a father who chose his own comfort over her pain," Christine said. Christine says that Kody's version of fatherhood was more about control than compassion. He preferred issuing commands and lectures, but struggled with emotional intimacy. Particularly with his daughters, he couldn't connect unless you were agreeing with him, Christine said. "And when our kids started growing up and forming their own opinions, he started pulling away." She recalls multiple times when Kody would get into shouting matches with the kids over politics, religion, or loyalty to Robyn rather than listening or trying to understand their point of view. "He took everything personally," she said. "If you disagreed with him, he saw it as betrayal, even from his own kids." Christine says that Truly, now a teenager, often tells people she doesn't really have a dad. According to Christine, Kody is now estranged from most of his older children, not just hers, but also Janelle's and even some of Mary's. Greater than he lost them. Christine said bluntly, he pushed them away, and now he acts like he's the victim. She lists at least 10 of Kody's 18 children who are now low contact or no contact with him. Most, she says, have stopped trying. They gave up. They saw that no matter how much they reached out, it didn't matter. His world begins and ends with Robyn and her kids. Christine grows visibly emotional when discussing how her children have suffered due to Kody's neglect. Gwendolyn has spoken openly online about her fractured relationship with her father. Peden often makes sarcastic comments about Kody on TikTok. Mykelti remains cautious, maintaining limited contact. Truly, the youngest, is currently in therapy. "They all went through grief," Christine said. "Not grief of death, but the grief of losing a parent who's still alive and just doesn't show up." Christine says she had to step up in every way, emotionally, financially, and spiritually, to make sure her kids didn't internalize Kody's absence as their fault. "They didn't do anything wrong," she said, "but for a long time they blamed themselves." Christine says she no longer expects anything from Kody. She's moved on, found love with her now husband David Woolley, and is focusing on rebuilding her family's sense of safety and trust. But she has one message for her ex, greater than either show up and do the hard work to rebuild these relationships or leave the kids alone. Don't pop in for attention or for image, either be a father or stop pretending. When contacted for comment, sources close to Kody say he's hurt and confused by Christine's public statements. He allegedly told friends, greater than she's just bitter, I've done everything I could as a father, the kids turned on me because of her. According to insiders, Kody feels like his children are being weaponized against him and that Christine's narrative is unfairly one-sided. But even his defenders admit that Kody has made very little effort to reconnect with his estranged children. He talks about them, one source said, but he rarely picks up the phone. Christine's comments have not gone unnoticed by Janelle and Mary, who have both hinted in recent interviews that Kody was an absent father even during their marriages. Janelle, I raised my boys. Not Kody, me, Mary, he checked out of parenting years ago. We just didn't want to admit it at the time. The Sister Wives fandom has overwhelmingly rallied around Christine, flooding her social media with comments of solidarity and validation. Popular posts include, Christine, thank you for telling the truth, we saw it for years. And now you've confirmed it, your kids are lucky to have you, you saved them. Kody has no idea what he lost today. Christine lives in Utah with her new husband David and continues to co-parent her youngest child. Truly, with love, consistency, and support. She's writing a memoir, reportedly titled Becoming Free, a sister wife's journey to truth, which will detail her life in polygamy, her emotional unraveling, and her fierce commitment to her children's healing. Christine Brown's decision to speak out against Kody isn't about revenge. It's about accountability. It's about telling the truth for the sake of her children and for other women who feel trapped in systems where fathers are praised for doing the bare minimum, while mothers carry the full load. She didn't just leave a marriage, she left a narrative, and in doing so, she became the protector her children truly needed.